Hello and welcome to this news and rumours video with me, Xenovids. So as some of you may or may not be aware, I have moved our house now and we're all moved in properly, so normal videos can commence and I can start doing my news and rumours, battle reports, for our Battle League tournament, a build up to our Christmas Cup tournament between us and a few guys, which is going to be 2 or 3 days of pure Warhammer 40k. We're going to record all the battle reports for that one, so that's going to be awesome, and we'll start doing the build up to that in October, I think. We've got our narrative campaign, we can do some filming for that as well, and also a couple of people have contacted me in the Cambridge area for battles to do battle reports, so I think the first one will be next week and we'll get it up for next weekend, which will be good. So I've been enjoying painting recently, getting back into the painting side of things. I've started doing some lava bases for, you can see very well. I'll do a separate video of these because these are going to be for my my Dark Eldar. So I'm going to start doing some Dark Eldar models. I have an evil army. I don't see Tyranids as evil, they're just really, really hungry. And it was between Chaos or Demons, Chaos Demons, or Dark Eldar, and I've gone with the Dark Eldar, which is good, and as we'll hear in the news and rumours, they're coming out pretty soon. Okay, so first things first, hardback codexes for 40k. So Warhammer 40k had gone through a transition of the paperback covers to the hardback. They started it with their fantasy range, I think, and they've been doing it ever since. 6th edition, I think it was since I think the first one was 6th edition, yeah. But now they've changed. In 7th edition, the layout is very different. And there's a few bits and bobs in these codexes which are, to some people's taste, not amazing, especially mine. The aesthetic of the book isn't pleasing to me, but last weekend we had Grey Knights, and I know a lot of people I've spoken to felt it was very negative changes, and what a lot of people on the forums have been saying, that the new codexes are being streamlined, which is good for a game point of view. If you've got all these convoluting rules that overlap and slow the game down, and you remove them, it is in essence a good way to make the game easier to play, and get more games in the time frame you have for it. The only problem is you lose a little bit of uniqueness for that army, and a lot of people have said it with some of these new codexes, and Space Wolves came out recently, and they're saying they're Space Marines with counterattack. The models look a little different, but the rules aren't, which is a little bit unfortunate. So the rumours we have are Dark Eldar is going to be coming out in September, and they're going to be in a 3-week release. So it's going to be a 3-week release like we've seen previously. There's going to be no new units or characters. If they did it for the Tyranids, if it's in the old codex and they haven't made a model for it, it's gone. Just gone. Which is probably for legal reasons, because they couldn't copyright the name for it. Or just laziness, because someone in the forums was saying that it looks like Tau are going to have more characters than Dark Eldar, which is stupid, and again loses a bit of Dark Eldar goodness. Vect is a Lord of War, which we always saw coming. That's the trend of the new 7th edition codexes. And racks are going to be replaced, not going to be fine cast anymore, they're going to be plastic, which begs to suggest that they're gonna be better in points wise, because Games Workshop wouldn't do that if they were rubbish. So the rapid codex releases This is a way of Games Workshop covering their backs with the big legal battle they had with the Tyranids. You may or may not know they were, I think it was in a big legal battle with Chapter House. They didn't make Games Workshop didn't make a Mycetic Spore model. Chapter House did a model you could use for it. Games Workshop said, you've just taken the name of our product, Mycetic Spore, suggested it to be with Tyranids, our product again, Tyranids. You've cashed in on what we've created, our idea. And this big legal battle where it cost a lot of money for both companies, and basically Games Workshop didn't copyright it, so they won but they didn't win. So in the latest Codex that came out, no Mycetic Spore and no Doom of Malatai, so which players were annoyed about, but if they can't copyright it, I don't think it's going to be seen in the codexes, because they no longer want other companies cashing in on what they do. And what they do is good, but they don't want anyone else cashing in on any form of money that they could be getting potentially. So they've been having rapid releases of codexes, a codex a month pretty much. Dark Eldar September, and then rumours are you've got Necrons and Blood Angels coming out soon after them. But it's not like it used to be, where you'd be like really excited. You know, it's Christmas Eve, and you know tomorrow's Christmas and it's going to be great, and you're going to get all these presents you know, or all these presents you don't know about, but it's just exciting. That's what it used to be, but now you can kind of know what it's going to be. It's going to be a codex, which is going to be, the first bit's going to be fluff you already know about for us veteran players. Then you're going to have pictures of the models. Then you're going to have the picture of specific models with their rules and points now. And then the armory at the back. In my opinion, the codexes have lost their soul, essentially. There's nothing, it doesn't draw you back in. It's almost like a guide. You just use it when you battle. You'd never read the stories. You'd never like glance over it in an evening just for some light reading. It's just purely there to show off the models and use the rules for battles. But after the 40k ones come out, the rumours are all the fantasy books are going to be done up, and 9th edition fantasy is next year, is some of the rumours. So that'll be interesting for those fantasy players. So what I'm doing now is kind of slowing down my progress with my High Elves and my Ogre Kingdoms armies, because a new edition is going to come out. Codexes for fantasy will be coming out next year. Ogre Kingdoms are probably going to get a new one, because I've seen the codex, it's not as good as the other ones, and High Elves only got theirs done recently anyway, so I'm going to hold off for that. So I needed something in the meantime, so Dark Eldar is what I'm going to be doing. But from what I'm seeing on the forums here, the only things that are really going to change is there's tiny points drops here and there. The vehicles get a 5-point increase. I think that's across the board for the transport vehicles. So it kind of, you know, balances overall, which I saw with the Orcs one and I saw with the Space Wolves one. It's like they reduced some points of things, and they made some things a little bit more expensive, and especially with new things they want to sell, like with the Space Wolves, they want to sell the new flyer kit, they want to sell the new Dreadnought kits, and they made Dreadnoughts a hell of a lot cheaper, so you would use them in a Dreadnought Space Wolves army. It makes sense, but from what I'm seeing with here, there's not going to be anything new. Maybe Vect is going to be on something cool because he's going to be a Lord of War, but I'm not reading any rumours about any new units as such, or any groundbreaking rules that are going to pump up the Dark Eldar sales. There is one about, where is it? I've written it down. Mandrakes are going to be 2 points cheaper than they already are, because they want to sell them, so they're almost viable now. Apparently, someone says in the forum. But if they're going to streamline it, keep it the same, and not give them anything new, then that's, I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm not as excited for the Dark Eldar as I could have been. And Space Wolves were given a lot of nice new toys. I think with the new codexes, Eldar and Tau got the power boost they needed. Space Marines got some good rules and some individual tactics rules, and Centurions, which are awesome. But then with the new 7th edition codexes, Orcs got the Orcronaut and Morcronaut, which is good. Again, big expensive models you need to buy to win with Orcs. But I'm not seeing anything with the Dark Eldar. But yes, they're going to be coming in September, and hopefully they will be getting some good stuff, which would be absolutely awesome. And I would love that. So yeah, that's all the news and rumours this week. Dark Eldar is coming next month, and then soon after them will be either Blood Angels or Necrons. Then you'll obviously have the Hobbit releases for Christmas, and then next year Games Workshop are ramping up their fantasy codexes and fantasy rulebook for the 9th edition. So yeah, all the news and rumours for today. I'm going to be doing a battle report on tomorrow, the 29th, and I'll try and edit that and get it out Friday night, Saturday morning for you guys. But yeah, all business is running as usual for the Xenovid channel, and after getting 1,000 subscribers, I am very happy and thankful that you have subscribed, liked, commented and shared my videos. So keep doing so, and you'll be seeing more battle reports, more armies, more paint video, let's paint videos and news and rumours. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.